Hey, what's up, guys? It's Big Doohangus and Oops from IV Gaming. We're doing LASO.
Two betrayals! Betrayals. This is a
Hey, if
long
one's
mission.
good, two is better. Is it?
Yeah.
This mission. Yeah. This is a fun mission.
This one is just for time of completion, even not on LASO. It's just a long freaking mission. Like, there's a lot you gotta do. You can't skip anything. You can't, just...
Yeah, I like the missions we don't have to play because we can skip everything.
Yeah, that's why you...
Those are my favorite.
That's why you play video games, is so you don't have to play, right?
I don't want to do the content. I want to finish the content.
Can't let the monitor
Yeah.
activate Halo. We have to stop him. We have to destroy Halo. According to my analysis,
Yeah, so that first
I believe the best
part
course
is
of
pretty
action is
rough, as you can see at
an
negative
explosion is
3600.
Look easy.
It, you just gotta chuck grenades and hope. It's kind of placement and RNG of where those sentinels are gonna fall to. And here we just kind of let the sentinels and Covenant fight it out to see who would win. We kind of placed bets on who was gonna win.
See if I can locate the Pillar of Autumn's crash site.
Who'd I bet?
Fusion reactors are still
The
relatively
Covenant always
intact.
win.
You can use them to
I know,
destroy
but did I
Halo.
bet on them or did I bet on the Sentinels?
I think you bet on the Covenant because you hate sentinels.
It's true, I do.
So this
They're all
part's this part.
sentient life? Is that how you say that?
What's that?
Nothing, just go.
Oh.
Whatever. I'm stupid. Don't even listen to me. Just talk about your stupid video. I don't care.
This part's rough just because it's a straight hallway and there's not much cover. So you just gotta kind of chuck grenades and hope that they're not gonna F you up along the way.
Getting effed up.
And here you want to despawn these enemies, so you want to press it about that fast. And if you see any grunts outside the door, just kill yourself. Not in real life. But kill yourself and restart the checkpoint if you're playing co-op. Otherwise, reload or save and quit and all that for solo. Because you really don't want to have to deal with all these enemies. And the main objective here is to grab rockets and the Banshee. And you'll see that coming up here.
Oh, yeah, I remember this now.
Yeah, you actually do quite a bit in this mission, good and bad.
I play a big role.
I didn't realize, but more than once you play a big role.
Yeah, I remember. I don't know if I should. Maybe I should just check out here. I'll let you talk about it.
Guys, if you aren't going to watch the full video, you got to at least watch up until... It's probably about 3/4 of the way through, but... It's something. Let me tell you.
You know, mistakes were made, but, we're all human here.
So here we're just trying to figure out what weapons we want. You grabbed the sniper and then kept your shotgun. I grabbed the pistol for some reason, even though I'm going to switch it out for rockets anyway coming up here.
Hey, you do you, man.
And you'll also see that we have a timer going on the bottom right. We usually don't include that just because we take breaks from playing every once in a while for, well, you have some kids, I have a dog, you have dogs. So,
Yeah, I got a wife who's probably the most high maintenance out of all of them.
yeah, we'll hide in a corner some places and, take care of what we need to take care of, and then our time jumps. Or we'll stop our recording, export the video in the middle so we don't lose it all. And all that just plays a role. So that's why we usually don't keep a timer going.
So why did we then?
I
This time.
I messed up and it like automatically was set to competitive score rather than just score. So
Yeah.
and I think I noticed it right away and I just said F it.
Fuck it. We're doing it live. So you turned your flashlight off there. Good move, good move.
Yeah, you don't want the Covenant to sneak up on you.
Getting these nice cinematics on you.
Yeah. Off I go. And I always have to shoot.
Wee.
So you want to fly straight up. If you're playing co-op, we found this is the best strategy. One person flies straight up here and then kind of hop out as the Banshee's falling. And I did that part just because I figured you might not be able to
I
handle
die
that.
1,000 times. Yeah, good call.
And then the other person has to go activate the door and spawn all the enemies in before this, before you can progress.
I'm trying really hard not to splatter myself there, if you couldn't tell.
Yeah, I think you did a couple times, which is hilarious every time, but...
I did at least once, I think.
So, you want to explain what
Making
you
my
do?
way downtown, moving fast, faces past. I don't remember. I kind of positioned it to, so I could fly out. There's a specific path that you need to take so you can spawn the appropriate enemies. Activate it, hop in, and drive where I'm driving. It'll spawn everything. You'll be good.
Yeah, you got to make sure you go low enough to activate the little points on the structure there.
Because if you miss those, you won't be able to complete the mission.
Yeah.
If you don't have all the enemies spawned in.
So there I threw a grenade in there just to kind of help out, and then you're launching some fuel rods.
Yeah, boy.
Typically, you could technically have taken them all out, but I think on a past attempt, the elite ran out and really started messing me up, so that's why I threw that grenade in the beginning there.
And checkpoint. This is my driving.
So one of the previous times we attempted this mission, we left the Banshee on the right-hand side of the door as you come out. You want to make sure you position it on the left-hand side here and not splatter your teammate like I almost did. Because a new Banshee is going to spawn on the right side as you come out of the door, and if your Banshee's there, it's going to make them fly everywhere, and then you both won't have a Banshee, so just park it on the left side there.
And you kind of need the Banshees.
And here's a little hack we found for this part. There's a loading zone right in this square that I'm looking at that I tell you to stand by. You kind of got confused a little bit.
Yeah.
But so if your teammate stands here and runs through it, when you activate this pillar, you'll just get pulled straight out of the room and won't have to fight any of the enemies that spawn in there. So just a little, trick you can do in co-op. Obviously you're not solo, but every little bit helps. There I'm trying to push you.
Get me in the right spot.
You can see my frustration as I circle you.
Well, you're not explaining clear enough.
So here you gotta just step into that beam. Both teammates will lose their shields, and then you just pulled me straight out, so we didn't have to deal with any of those enemies. And there we got our Banshees.
We fly somewhere.
Well, here we just we're very conservative here, just taking out every enemy we can, just because if you're conservative the first time, you don't have to do it 10 times and then be conservative.
Right.
There, I almost got hit by that wraith.
That was a close call.
Yeah. I think we failed this one time maybe, and I think I did get nailed with one of those.
What was it? I thought it was a fuel rod.
It might have been.
Right there, I think there's grunts down there with fuel rods. Yeah. No, maybe that was mine. I don't know.
I don't know.
Oh, I know.
Either way. Just be careful, guys.
Yeah, I'm about a mile up in the air.
Yeah, just take your time. It's... As you can see, our score is going down pretty quick.
Which I don't like that it shows your score just going down constantly.
Well, we're just trying to make up, we have to kill as many enemies to try and combat that. So we're trying for the par score here, obviously.
Look at the speed we're going at killing these enemies, too.
Nice synchronized movements there.
Yeah, you should have heard our call-outs. It's pretty legit.
Alright, you go...
It was more like, shit, you drove in front of me.
Bow, bow. Wait, we're not on boats?
Bow, bow. Yeah, I always yell that out on the boat. Starboard, starburst. Well, I don't know what it is. Starburst?
I can tell you it's not starburst.
port side, something.
And here I'm just
Mayday.
killing the enemies on the ground for some reason because, you know, it's not like we have a whole mission ahead of us or anything.
Yeah, no, just make sure you kill them on the ground. That's vital.
I was like, oh, crap, gotta get out of here. Help, help, help.
See ya.
Nailed it. Yeah, and then you go to the left door over there,
Nice.
obviously, because that's where the marker is. Just doing another quick pass
Yes,
to make
yes,
sure
of
nothing
course.
else is going to destroy us.
Head through that door.
Careful not to drop out too high because you can... There, you almost splatter me.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty much.
But you can drop it on yourself and splatter yourself, so be careful with that too. And this mission, so on, what was it, Assault on the Control Room? The opposite of this mission. You follow those white arrows that are on the ground. In this one, you go the opposite, so you're going away from the way that the arrows are pointing. So if you ever get lost and turned around, you want to make sure you're not going the direction of the arrows in this mission.
Don't follow the path. Follow the opposite way of the path.
Follow the reverse path backwards. Upside down.
Upside down, yeah. Right side down, up. Something.
I remember this room being a little bit of a pain.
I do too. I had like PTSD flashbacks when I saw myself throwing grenades through that window.
Yeah, and honestly, this room was probably one of the worst ones for us on this playthrough.
Yeah.
Because everything else is the flood, which, I mean, they can be a problem, but they're really not that bad if you take your
No,
time.
they got a lot of melee and shotguns will wreck them.
Yeah, because even the guys with the guns will typically melee you if you get close enough to them.
Yeah.
And then you have the infection forms that are basically free health.
And you got the armless little pets.
Yeah. Here you got to be careful because there's a bunch of Covenant and you don't get a checkpoint. Sometimes you'll get a checkpoint, but you usually don't get a checkpoint after that room, so it's a pain in the butt when you get here and then end up dying like we did, I think, once. Mostly
Yeah, I
because
think
of
it was
my
only once.
overly aggressive play style, but
Shocking.
I had to keep that in.
Well, I'm pretty sure. Is this when I got my new monitor, so I didn't want to put a sticky note on
I
it?
think so, yeah.
Yeah. So I refused.
You did hit him that time, though, the second shot. And
Hey,
here's where I was too aggressive the last time and almost died, and I almost did it again.
And did the exact same thing. Nice.
See, but the problem is you do have to... You can't go halfway. It's like driving. If you're going to commit to passing someone, you got to just commit and pass, not, you know, pussyfoot around and, you know, try and... Oh, I'll go. No, I'm not going to go. Back off. Go. No, you just got to commit and do it.
I just don't pass people. I drive like I play Halo. I sit back, you know, let the people in front of me do the work.
At this part, you can wait in this room for a few minutes if you want, because the Covenant are fighting the Flood, but we did that a few times and got really annoyed when we would die shortly after going into the room, so we're like, screw it, we won't wait at all, and we'll just go balls to the wall, kill them.
It was a Wii. I'm pretty sure I didn't go balls to the wall at all, ever.
We did figure out that it seemed like this worked a little bit better, to just kind of go in while they're distracted fighting each other and kind of pick off the elites and stuff.
Is that what we figured? I don't remember. Anyway.
Okay, that's what I figured. You just kind of listened.
Right. Yeah, I was like, yeah, whatever, man. Just tell me what to do. I don't really care. Your reasoning.
Good old health jackals. Shield jackals.
Shield jackals.
This mission, I'd still save shotgun ammo, but you probably will be fine if you waste it a little bit.
Yeah, if you play like me and don't shoot ever.
You typically run out more often than me, which partially is because I get to the ammo first, and partially because you just go ham with it all the time.
Well, yeah. Well, yeah. I don't never know when I'm going to get a chance to shoot again.
That's why I have the rockets, because you can't be trusted to not use them.
No, I would have thrown it at like the first grunt I saw.
There, I should not have stayed up there that long, but I was sick of missing that crouch jump to get up there, so I stayed in too long. Here, I'm not sure exactly when it happens, but here's your first little dilemma that you have that causes us, I would say...
Oh, is it when I drop my weapon for no reason?
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll happen.
Yeah, so here I'm just, punching the flood, same as the library. You're just chilling, looking at all the carnage.
Yeah.
Me just doing work here. You just watching that guy in there, debating on if you want to shoot him or not.
Oh yeah, I do. I shoot him.
For some
I had no
reason.
idea if I was going to or not. Yeah, sometimes I might have been in one of those moods where I was like messing around the whole time.
Yeah. It's not like...
Which is great for a LASO.
Yeah. It's not like we're an hour and 28 minutes into the mission already.
Sometimes I get bored and I act out.
So that guy's coming at you with a pistol. You're hiding back, probably saying, I wish I wouldn't have done that. You drop your shotgun for the pistol for some reason, and you get pulled.
I look around like, what?
Yep, and we got a checkpoint there as well. So, as you can see, we were just at about 1:30. Now we're at 1:43, so it took about 15 minutes for us to get this combination together and get the next checkpoint. So you had to run back and get your shotgun every time we died. And I couldn't progress because there's a loading screen there, so I can't progress without you being ready to be pulled forward.
I'm ready, don't worry. Hey, there we go.
If it would have been any other gun, I would have just said screw it, but you had to have your shotgun.
I needed my shotgun, man.
So this part, there's there's Covenant on the bridge and Flood on the other side of the bridge. Do not jump across to the other bridge. There is a way to do that and not have to fight the Covenant, but then the next room will not have any enemies spawned. You'll have to come back and basically load all these enemies in anyway, which becomes more of a pain than it's worth.
It's a whole thing.
So just...
Did we do that once?
Yeah.
Or something?
The first time we attempted this LASO, we got to this part and basically we had to quit because we got the checkpoint after this bridge and just every time we cleared the bridge out, then we'd get to the next room and die. So yeah, just be cautious, slowly move up. As soon as you see Flood jumping across the bridge, move back and let the Flood and the Covenant fight it out. Use their hatred for one another in your favor.
Hey, I'm jumping.
You're just in a feisty mood in this mission.
I really was. I remember I don't know why. I was just like going nuts.
Oh yeah, and this one also was when we had to restart because I messed up the door despawn, so we had to restart the mission from that point too.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
There you are.
Yeah, hanging out.
See, and I don't think I told you couldn't come out, but I told you don't die. and don't drop your weapons.
What's the best way to not die? Not participate.
See, and if you don't remember, this is also the same part that if we did die right here, we have to do that whole run back and you have to grab your shotgun. We still haven't gotten a checkpoint.
Oh, yeah.
So that's why.
Yeah,
that's
that was
another
fun.
reason we're being extremely cautious. And as long as they're shooting at each other, progress is being made.
Yeah, until one false step and all of a sudden all progress is reset. I don't know. Well,
Yeah, I was gonna see the insight of what you were doing, but I guess my guess is as good as yours, huh?
yeah, I have no idea what I was doing. It's to get into my brain is like I don't even want to know. I don't know.
Just jumping back and
Just
forth.
practicing. Yeah.
See, I thought I was the one that couldn't sit still.
Usually you are, and I'm like,
See, on the one time I
pretty good
could have
about it
probably
usually.
used help. You just, there you are.
hey, here I am.
Oh, you killed him already?
Oh man, I was just about to help too. Too bad.
What? And there's one more wave of flood that'll jump across there. They just spawned, as you could see. And just let them kind of clean up the rest of the elites, or the elites clean up the rest of them, and then you'll be pretty golden.
Well, wait, is that how that works?
Yeah, and I mean, the end of the mission is just a hop, skip, and a few hours from now.
Oh, good.
I think at one point you were trying to figure out what those streams of lights were.
Yeah. I think I vaguely remember that.
It's called Future Bridge Supports.
Yeah, I guess.
Here I was so nervous. 2 elites and a jackal. That can be very detrimental to your health.
I wasn't nervous at all. I was just doing whatever. Oh yeah, there I am. Like, yeah, should I shoot these guys?
And they're the
Nah,
flood spawned
I'm
in.
good.
Or that's the last wave of flood. So I saw them spawn in, and I was like, retreat, retreat.
Yeah,
There you go.
I'm contributing.
Your video reminder that auto aim is disabled.
Auto aim is disabled. That's my least favorite skull because I'm trash without it. And with it, typically, too. But
My least favorite skull is probably the foreign skull. I don't like that you can't pick up weapons.
yeah, it would be nice.
And plasmas.
Get some noob combo in there.
Yeah. That kind of scared me there. I thought something was attacking you for a second.
Yeah, so did I. I was like, what? I don't remember this at all. We would have to restart.
Yeah, and then just hop your way to the end of the bridge. Make sure your corners are checked. I think some
Corners are always
infection
checked.
forms come out of this door here. Oh, maybe not. And then this is the flood room. Some people say it's the hardest. We didn't have too many problems with it.
No, this part wasn't so bad.
It took a few attempts, but once we found
Once we
not
figured
to
out
be
how we wanted
aggressive
to do it. Yeah.
and just kind of funnel them in here, 1 or 2 at a time, punch them, shoot them, whatever. As you can see, I have 4 shotgun shells, which amounts to 2 bullets or 2 shots for the shotgun. So, not doing so hot on ammo.
Yeah, there's always more.
Yeah. This is in Truth and Wreck where you don't get any ammo
Yeah.
ever.
Truth and Wreck really probably was the most fun I had doing these, though.
It was, yeah. Especially the second time we did it where we kind of knew,
Yeah. Yeah, that was it was gratifying.
So here, I'm just kind of checking the room. You're waiting back in that hallway, and I told you to pull me back through that loading zone if I get into any issues. Yeah, so just gotta conservatively kill these guys. I had my teammate again, Doohangus, standing back to pull me back, and there you were.
Always there to pull you back.
And what I found interesting, and I don't know if we noticed it that much while we were playing, up here there's, I think, 2 flood that I start attacking. And this room does have a lot of ammo in it, so if you do need ammo, make sure you search this room pretty well. So here I'm killing this guy. There's another guy off to my right. Now behind me, I think.
Yeah, we're
And
above.
I'll just wait here. So he falls. There's that guy. And I have you, no, there we go. The 2 guys. I knew it was 2. So they're kind of messing me up pretty quick. You pull me back.
Yep.
And when I go back out here, they're just gone.
Oh.
Like, I know there's an elite in that next room. And there you are, messing around again. There's an elite in that next room, but I don't think that they would have ran that way. But I guess it's possible that they did.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know.
Well, yeah,
I never noticed it.
Yeah, they're just gone. But, I mean, I won't complain.
Yeah, at the time you're probably like, whatever, sweet. Let's go.
I'm like clearing it to make sure that it's safe before you come in, like
You
you're
gotta make
incompetent,
sure.
you know.
Yeah, well, I am.
Sometimes, I mean, especially in a few minutes in this video. There, you pull me back for no reason because you were messing around.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
And we just kind of scour the room for any shotgun shells or pistol ammo that we can find. I think you find a lot more shotgun ammo than I did.
Oh, good. I'm the one who needs to use it, yeah.
There's some there. And I found 1.
Nice.
Yeah, so then this is kind of like that last hallway that we were in with the elites and grunts, but there's a flood with rockets at the end of it. We just got a checkpoint there, so instead of wasting a rocket on this guy, I figured we'd just run up and try and punch him, or, oh, never mind, kill or shoot
him in the head with a shotgun, yeah.
Right between the 2.
Perfect.
Some little wiggly guys.
I love me some wiggly guys.
And you needed some shields, so I figured I'd let you have those little brain guys.
I appreciate it. I need all the shields I can get.
I didn't cut you for a while there because you were in the new graphics, and we don't allow the new graphics in LASO.
Why was I in the new graphics?
You were like looking at the lights on the ceiling.
Oh, yeah.
And
Yeah,
then
yeah.
you forgot that you were in it, and you're like, oh, I don't know how long I was doing that.
That could have been the whole mission for all I knew. I don't know.
There, you're messing around again. You were just in a rowdy mood this mission.
Yeah, it doesn't happen very often. Usually it's you. It's in a rowdy mood.
You know, up till this point, it hasn't been a problem. I figured I'd let it slide.
No, I'm sure it won't be a problem at all.
No, I wouldn't.
I'm helping. Don't worry. I had to, show him some revenge.
Oh, yeah. Get up here.
Hey, I'm here.
So this part, we ended our recording, and we basically waited here for about 5 minutes because we kept dying at this part because of those banshees. So we just kind of let the flood and those banshees duke it out, and after that 5 minutes, the banshees were gone. They were killed. Oh, I can still hear one, but the main one that was killing us was gone. And after we waited that time, it just, first attempt, it worked. So my recommendation, wait there, go take a potty break, do something,
Yeah.
eat some snacks, whatever, and then just
Whoa. that
take
was
a little
weird.
walk across the bridge. Yeah, they got scared of me.
Oh, I see that.
And here there's you have some low shields, so you go and punch this little guy. Remember that part later on.
What, punching someone?
Yeah.
Oh, I will.
You'll know what I'm talking about later. Here I'm being really aggressive because we just got checkpoints, so I figured I'd run through. Worked out well. Saved us 1,000,000 minutes.
That's a lot of minutes.
Yeah.
It's like 3 years.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's true. I'm just gonna.
No, I think it's I think a 1 year is as close to 1,000,000 seconds. Or did I say minutes?
I don't know. Seconds.
Whatever. It's a long time. So that run saves you that long. Yeah, so just take this path along here. And you'll see a room with an arrow, I believe, but it's obviously not going the right way. And you just go through there. And you just skipped another pretty big room with a bunch of enemies.
Yeah, we're almost at 3 hours at this point.
Yeah, well, we usually try to stop our recordings every hour, and then that takes about, 10 minutes to encode sometimes.
Yeah.
So those are also in there.
Oh, I remember this part.
Yeah, so here you just want to be careful for that elite and grunt that were on the right. Sometimes they'll run across the doorway there. And then you can just take this ghost to a banshee at the end of this outdoor area without having to really kill anything. So it'll take a few attempts, but it's really not that difficult. That wraith will sometimes get ya.
Yeah, sometimes.
But yeah, the hardest part is just getting past that wraith and then also getting into the banshee. Stop here, there's rockets, health, all that fun stuff. 1 health pack, so you really don't have to come back to this part ever. So you can pick up that health pack no matter what your health is, because you really don't have to worry about, driving past that part ever again.
Yeah, that's true. Don't have to worry about it.
And if you swing left here kind of by these trees, you'll get a checkpoint. It's just in case you die, so you can, spawn here so you never have to do that path again.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then get in this banshee. Don't splatter yourself with your ghost. Fly straight up. And get warped back to your teammate. And get a checkpoint right away.
Hey.
The one death that I kept in a LASO, because I realized you warped me back and I had to kill you, but now we're stuck here without that ghost.
Nah, we're good.
Yeah, that's what you said then too. Because
Yeah.
you thought we were going to have to kill that elite and that ghost and try and get back. But luckily, there is a ghost right there.
See, we're fine.
And there's also ammo to the right in here. And there's health packs straight ahead. We got lucky that all that stuff was down there.
That was no
this-
big deal.
If this ghost wasn't here and, that health pack wasn't there, I remember thinking that we had to restart. 3 hours in, we had to restart.
Nah, we were fine. I knew it. That's why I did it.
Yeah. There, I'm just showing you where the ammo and stuff is, and I told you not to move from down there.
Get him out of the place. You're going to warp me back again.
I remember just like I was just like silent, like trying to like I was like in awe, like what just happened. Like,
Sometimes, if I'm in a mood, you can't play with me. It doesn't work.
going past that warthog again. And you're just standing there.
I'm not moving that time.
I was waiting for that ghost to come down and start killing you in there.
Yeah, that would have been our luck.
There, I'm trying to get the checkpoint again. No, nope.
No, we
Only
used the
one.
checkpoint.
And there's my banshee that I got 20 feet away.
Yeah, see, you're fine. That was no
And
big
we're
deal.
off. And to be fair, I think I was in the yellow health last time, so I guess I had more health. And there you are, screwing around again, looking at the rockets.
Oh, yeah, I gotta check them out.
And then just launch some fuel rods at the store because enemies will be spawning in.
What I should have done, just for the entertainment's sake, was run back and warp you back.
Yeah, that would have been good.
That would have been hilarious.
But yeah, we try and get checkpoints all throughout the mission, and then we get one instantly when we don't want it. What
If you
are
don't
the
want a
odds of that?
checkpoint, you're gonna get one. And if you do
Yeah.
want it, you're not gonna get one. That's just how it goes.
Yep. To be fair, that did not set us back too bad on time, other than the
See?
worry that we were going to be screwed.
I wasn't worried a bit. I knew it was all gonna work out. I scoped it out beforehand.
Yeah.
When I did the LASO solo for this mission, I knew that would work.
To be fair, you felt bad, but you really didn't seem like you were that worried at the time either. But I think it was more so I didn't get pissed.
I would have been more worried had we, went a little while and not been able to figure out a way back. Then I would have gotten worried and really felt bad. We found a way, like, immediately. I was like, oh, whatever. Big deal. You got warped back.
No,
You live.
once I saw that, so once you pop that next shield, that pylon there, enemies will spawn in that door that you just came out of. So launch the rocket in there, kill as many as you can with your rockets. And then 4 enemies, I believe, will spawn out of those pipes on either side of this room that you're kind of messing with. And then the rest from the hallway are messing you up too.
Yep.
But yeah, once I saw that ghost was down in that gully, I figured we'd be fine. I just didn't know how we were going to get that ghost from the elite otherwise.
Oh, that would have been no problem. You could have just left that to me.
Would still be there.
Yeah, we'd still be playing.
Because I don't think you can you hijack ghosts in this one?
I don't think so. I think they have to be empty.
Yeah, I know you can't hijack banshees, but
Yeah.
I don't think they had the hijack animation in 2001.
No, they were still working on that.
It's like in Madden where they didn't have the ability to review plays.
Yeah, and the reviewing plays on Madden, by the way, sucks anyway. So I don't know why they even... It's so scripted. Like, you can tell which plays are going to be reviewed and overturned before it even happens. Not to complain,
Yeah.
but it sucks.
Yeah, they should get a independent arbitrator.
Yeah. Yeah, they should.
And you should be able to tell, like, what you specifically wanted to be reviewed.
Yeah, like I'm challenging a catch and they're like, spot of the ball. Like, what?
Yeah. So we're almost done. Just got to fly straight down here.
Put down 1,200 kilometers upspin.
Fly straight down here. Watch out for these banshees.
Reactors are still powered up.
Go through that tunnel. When you get to the tunnel, try not to be too close to the ceiling because rocket flood can splash damage you and kill you pretty easily. As I'm grinding myself on the ceiling.
Yeah, don't be too close. Scrape, scrape, scrape.
You had no clue where we were going at this point.
I mean, that's typical. I don't know. I'm just like,
There
whatever.
you got warped up by me and without your banshee, but that really didn't matter.
Don't worry, I got
Here
the door.
the door will break and just kill any enemies that come running through. Here's another kind of... We had quite a few issues with this mission. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, we certainly did.
Because here you go back for the ghost. I'm like, you know, I've been doing a lot this mission. I'll let you, I'll let you get through this part. So you go back to get the ghost. And I figured I would stay back this time, You just kind of set us back a little bit, screwed us over, so I figured I would stay back and let you have the fun.
Yeah, works for me.
And for some reason, the ghost in this section is like really high up. It's like,
yeah, it's really wonky. Oh, I remember that now. Yeah.
And I don't know if it's just wonky like that in Halo 1 all the time, or if it's just I've never noticed it until you said something in this mission.
Yeah, because I was trying to splatter things and they weren't running over.
Yeah. So here you want to back the ghost up and then just kind of plop it through with the Banshee. And once one wing gets through, then you can get back in it and take it to this next section. And you want to drive up here. Once you get to this area, you start spawning in some of the enemies. Just kind of methodically kill them, take them out. I remember this part I was trying my hardest to get the Banshee through that doorway quite a few times. Attempts that we were doing. And it's just, if one of you can do it, I give you guys mad props because it's pretty impossible.
I didn't try, so I don't know. I probably would have got it first try, but you didn't give me the
Yeah,
option,
probably.
So.
Yeah, see there, you're just running over the top of enemies.
Yeah, and I was so confused for a long time about why.
But yeah, so once you spawn all these enemies on the bridge and everything, you can get out, pop this door open, and just proceed through the mission as normal. Just don't get killed, obviously.
Well, try not to.
And the mission's pretty much, you have one more pylon to deactivate and then you're done. So I figured, what better than to have you, close out the mission.
I don't remember. Did something horrible happen here?
Well, we realize that at this next part, whoever does it is going to need rockets.
Oh.
And you have a pistol and a shotgun.
Yeah.
So you have to come back.
Oh, yeah.
And in doing so, we have to fight our way across the bridge, past the enemies that you There, I'm trying to break the glass to fall through. Yeah, you have to fight the enemies that you normally wouldn't have had to. Just to proceed now. And
perfect.
as you can see, I'm fighting all these flood on the bridge. You're fighting that guy.
Yeah, and I can't run them over.
I'm fighting more flood. You're fighting that one guy.
No.
I'm fighting more flood. You're still fighting the one guy.
I tried to run them over the whole time, and I couldn't because my ghost is 18 feet in the air.
And I'm like, all right, everything's dead. Where are you?
I'm fighting this one guy.
Typically, we were having you drive all the way back and then killing guys, but I was getting impatient, so I just started running out and probably dying more than we should have been, but...
Yeah, we're only 4 hours in. No problem.
There were 2 health packs there. I picked up one and you picked up another. And then you also try to crush yourself in the door.
I did. Yeah, I remember that.
And that's also without getting another checkpoint, so we would have had to do all that stuff again.
Would have been worth
Here,
it.
launch a rocket into those guys. Usually you can kill them all with one, but this attempt I didn't, which was a pain in the butt, but whatever. If you don't kill these guys on the right-hand side here, the rest of the enemies will not spawn in the mission, and again, you won't be able to progress, just like earlier on when you had to activate that door again.
Yeah.
This mission's very... It's a stickler for making you get all the enemies. Unlike you know, assault on the control room and stuff, where you can just skip everything.
Yeah, I miss the days of skipping enemies.
Yeah, there's some rocket flood there, so just be careful with that. Boom Skull can really mess you up. And then there's 2 Wraiths and a bunch of Covenant here, and you're trying to get in one of those Banshees. You're just chilling. So
Yeah.
if you shoot the Wraith from the side of the rock, he'll kind of look at you there. And then, in theory, it makes it so you can get in one of these Banshees. Sometimes it'll work, sometimes it won't. But there you can see I got through unscathed on my health and shields. And then you just fly to the last waypoint on the map.
See, I'm standing still.
You're being very patient.
I usually am.
And I did not realize that that happened during the mission.
Oh, yeah, see, I'm good, though. I got it.
I don't think you reacted to them at all, honestly.
No, probably not. I didn't want to cause you any problems. I'd done enough this mission. Just let me finish it. What would have been the icing on top is if I would have died there.
I know. Because I remember having a rough time getting that Banshee, too. And then here you just want to pop this last pylon and then just kind of survive.
Get out of here.
And that's the end of the mission.
Oh,
and
thank God.
like I said, it's a long one, but it's not horrible. But now we have some bonus content.
Oh, boy.
So here I'm telling you where that little flood was. Remember I told you about when you were punching it?
Yeah.
Swing and a miss.
God.
Here is at the end when I'm trying to get to those Banshees. This Banshee was giving me a rough
God,
time.
that thing was really messing you up.
And here's the next attempt.
Wow, that thing was ultra aggressive.
It was fun. Thanks for watching, guys.
Thanks, guys.